Hi, everybody. My name is Sophie Belenis, and I am an occupational therapist who's been working here at Nesca for the past few years. As many of you already know, Nesca has recently grown, and we now have a new occupational therapy department. I am so excited because today I am here with Jessica Hanna, who is one of our new clinicians. She's also our only bilingual OT practicing in both English and Spanish. So today we're going to be chatting a little bit about her work as an OT and her experience in the field. Good morning, Jess. Why don't you start us off with a quick introduction?
Absolutely. Sophie, thank you for that lovely introduction. It's a pleasure to be part of the Nesca team. I've been an OT for about 10 years now, working with a diverse population of clients, both English and Spanish speaking, and I'm happy to be here today.
Awesome. I'm happy to have you. So I guess my first question is, what does occupational therapy mean to you?
Well, that's a very loaded question. What does OT mean to me? Well, what is occupational therapy to begin with? I'm happy you asked the question because I believe I've been asked this question of what OT literally means for more years than I can count. When you try to explain OT, you can do it in about a couple ways. You have your medical, more concrete way, and a definition that is more simple than that. A more medical, concrete answer would be to say that I'm in the profession that helps people across the lifespan to do things that they want and need to do through therapeutic use of daily activities. But when you're working with kids under 13, what does that exactly mean to them? It goes right over their heads. And when I first meet them and I ask them, do you know what OT is? Most likely 100% of the time, I'm going to get a big fat no. So I simply tell them, I'm here to help you participate and become independent in the everyday activities that are important to you. These can be activities that you want to get better at. These may be activities that are just too scary to try, and skills that you just want to learn. And the best part is that we can have a lot of fun just venturing out and exploring these activities. So having the skills to live and engage in meaningful things and put a smile on your face, that's what we're here for.
Awesome. It is really fun. So more specifically, what would you say are your clinical interests?
Well, the vast portion of my experience is working with children between ages 2 and 13. So I enjoy that age group very much. I enjoy working and have had the opportunity to work with an array of children of all different diagnoses, from ASD, visual impairments, anxiety, those who have sensory processing difficulties, attention difficulties, and my favorite, motor dyspraxia, which are those that have coordination difficulties, particularly fine and gross motor. And that may come with sometimes with coexisting conditions such as CP, ASD, developmental delay. I really highly enjoy working with those type of children. But if I can help a child make their world less overwhelming in any way possible and their day more manageable and meaningful, that's what I call win. And those are the children I love to work with.
Awesome. So this question is kind of two sides of the same coin, but what would you say are the most rewarding and the most challenging aspects of your role?
Most rewarding aspect of my role. I mean, hands down, when I see the reaction of a child succeeding. I mean, when the impossible for them becomes the possible, it gets me every time. I get emotional, I get goosebumps, and no victory is ever small enough. And I truly, highly enjoy that part of my profession. Challenging, well, this one makes me laugh, although I do want to pride myself in having these skills. It takes a lot of work throughout the years through mentoring and just through learning how to build special connections. It's being able to capture and keep the attention and engagement of the most sullen teenagers or youngsters who are just not in the mood to learn. I mean, you are going to have those days that they are just not interested. And those are the most challenging ones. And to get through those days, I have to say are.
Yeah, getting buy-in from kids who just don't feel like it that day is definitely a skill.
Very.
So why were you attracted to Nesca?
Why was I attracted to Nesca? Well, I have to say, I saw it as a great opportunity to build upon the occupational therapy department. As you know, you were the lone soldier for a while, and I truly love being able to be a part of that process of growing the department. And I love and love to learn through the multidisciplinary approach, and which you guys have, and is a huge aspect of the practice, which I believe is just priceless. That seamless communication you have between everyone and being able to learn from the different clinicians and the different specialties offered at Nesca, which is amazing.
Yeah, I love having kind of like go to neuropsychologist, go to speech language pathologist, school consultant who I can just kind of check in with, brainstorm with, and make sure I'm giving the best care. So, how would you say COVID-19 has impacted the way that you treat patients and families?
Well, COVID-19 certainly has had its drawbacks for sure. That's what I would say. We all know that. But it certainly has been the catalyst to offering OT via teletherapy. And that is, I love that because offering teletherapy has had its benefits for many kids and many parents. I mean, even for those parents who had to travel to work, long distances, to and from therapy, trying to manage a household, so many things going on.
Mhm.
And being able to offer that now because of what COVID brought has been quite successful. I mean, seeing parents become more hands-on in their child's therapy sessions has changed the game of therapy because the carryover is now there and the carryover skills has increased significantly. So I kind of I love that that happened. And that's how for me it's really changed. You can really see that how it's changed the aspect of how a parent is involved in their child's therapy sessions.
Yeah, I've been so impressed by how kind of incorporating the family education piece through this model has been successful. I'm pretty excited about it. It's really cool. So this is my last question. I always think it's fun to end on a positive. So could you share with us a success story of a client of yours or kind of something that made you really excited?
Oh gosh. I have to say, first of all, I've been blessed to work in a variety of settings, such as a school for the visually impaired, a rehab hospital, and now a private clinic setting. With doing so, I've encountered the most amazing families, the most amazing kids, and every success story that I've had is priceless. Not one outweighs the other. So it's truly hard to say. But if I'm going to take it to present day, working at Nesca, the biggest success story I've had is being able to teach a child how to ride their bikes via teletherapy. No goal is small or big enough, I have to say. And it just brings me chills knowing that I was a part of that and knowing that I'm a part of their story. It's amazing just to see that anything is possible. And it really is a great experience to be able to tell people that anything's doable. You know, you don't really have to be in person. I know in-person clinic is sometimes, you know, it's great to have, but things you can obviously have goals that you can conquer through teletherapy as well. So
Yeah,
I really enjoy that.
absolutely. And we are all looking for those outlets outdoors right now to be able to do things kind of out in the community, get outside, get active. What a huge thing to add to somebody's repertoire this summer. That's really amazing.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for meeting with me today. It was great to get to chat and get to know you a little bit better. And I'm so excited to welcome you to the Nesca team. Can't wait to work together more.
Thank you, Sophie. It's been a great pleasure.